This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand for the morning of February 22nd, 2023. I'm Wes Mills. One of the largest egg producers in the country continues to expand beyond the Hoosier State. Inside Indiana Business reporter Alex Brown has details from Wabash County.
North Manchester-based MPS Egg Farms has acquired Georgia-based Country Charm Eggs. This is MPS's first expansion into the southeast United States. The purchase of Country Charm adds about 1.8 million egg-laying hens to the company's current overall flock of 12 million. MPS co-CEO Sam Krause, who is a sixth-generation egg farmer, says, quote, MPS has been intentional about growth, doing so in a strategic way that leverages our commitment to customer excellence and high quality. Brent Booker, who runs their Georgia business started by his father, says Country Charm shares the same values, vision, and dedication as MPS. That should lead to a seamless transition. The Georgia farm has 140 employees and produces nearly 600 million eggs annually. In 2020, the Hoosier Company acquired Feathercrest Farms of Texas. MPS now employs 750 workers among its locations in Indiana, Illinois, Texas, and Georgia. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Last month, Alex talked with Sam Krause about the skyrocketing egg prices in the U.S. He said avian flu wiped out 40 million hens, or about 10% of the nation's flock, forcing egg prices higher.
I think we have really responsible producers here that are doing the best job that they can to keep the disease out of their houses. Egg farmers are resilient, and we want to keep eggs coming to our customers every day. And I think we've done a good job of that this year. We've lost about 40 million birds, which is about 10% of the total flock. But right now in January, our flock is only down about 5%. So we've done a good job of utilizing whatever capacity we can, trying to get the hens in spaces and the eggs to customers that we can to keep eggs coming to people. The other good bit of news is prices pretty much topped out around the end of December and have been coming down relatively steadily since then. So if we look at wholesale markets for eggs, which tend to be a leading indicator of where eggs at the retail space are going, they have been coming down since the start of the year. So hopefully shoppers will start to see some relief at the shelf here in the next few weeks and certainly months.
Krause says producers also dealt with higher feed cost. A supplier of components and materials for electric vehicles plans to spend nearly $48 million to relocate its Indianapolis-based operations to a larger facility in Lawrence and hire additional staff. Parker Lord acquired a 210,000 square foot building last fall. It intends to move its current staff of 100 to the new place and hire 55 more over the next several years. Parker Lord produces thermal management materials used to dissipate heat in electric vehicle components like batteries, motor headlights, and chargers. Forbes magazine is out with its annual ranking of America's best large employers, and 8 Indiana companies made the list. The publication ranked companies based on a survey of about 45,000 workers at U.S. companies and institutions with 5,000 or more employees. Community Health Network was the top-ranked Hoosier business, coming in at number 24. Roche Holdings, Purdue University, Deaconess Health Systems, Cummins, Eli Lilly, Elevance Health, and Berry Global Group also made the list. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.
Indiana business and community leaders, you're invited to a roadshow unlike any other. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation are joining forces for the Engage Indiana series, presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. A focus on talent, education, and issues that shape our economy. 7 regional events, 1 shared purpose, advancing the future of Indiana. Discover more at ibj.com/engage.
Has your company grown at a rapid pace over the last 2 years? Nominations are now being accepted for Fast 25, IBJ's exclusive list of fastest growing companies in Central Indiana. Honorees will be spotlighted in a special publication in the IBJ and celebrated at an event on May 9th. Check out the changes to this year's criteria to see if your company qualifies. Learn more and submit your nomination by March 1st at ibj.com/nominations.
Shares of Elanco Animal Health fell as much as 12% Tuesday morning after the Greenfield-based maker of animal medicines said fourth quarter revenue fell due to environmental and competitive pressure and could continue to slip this year. The company lost $54 million in the fourth quarter, compared to a loss of $104 million for the same period a year earlier. The company posted fourth quarter revenue of $988 million, down 11%, and saw sales drops in pet health, farm animal, and contract manufacturing sectors. A century-old theater in downtown Terre Haute is under new ownership. Terre Haute businessman Greg Gibson has donated the Indiana Theater to the Vigo County Capital Improvement Board. Daily operations will be managed by KJB Theaters, which also operates a drive-in theater in Terre Haute. A fast-paced innovation competition that took place last fall at Fisher's Maker Playground will be highlighted Wednesday on the Roku streaming service This Old House Makers channel. The episode was recorded in September during the 48-hour competition Make 48. The nationwide maker competition held a regional contest at the Makerspace. Teams were presented with a real-world challenge and had 48 hours to come up with a solution, including building a prototype, creating a sales sheet, producing a marketing video, and pitching the campaign to a panel of judges. Foundations Family Medicine, which has medical practices in Scott and Clark counties, has joined Richmond-based WellCare Community Health. WellCare is a federally qualified health center that is certified by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and primarily serves underserved, uninsured, and homeless populations. Foundations Family Medicine provides health care in communities that often face socioeconomic barriers, such as reliable transportation, education, jobs, and prosperity. The partners say they are closely aligned in purpose and philosophy. I'm Wes Mills, Inside Indiana Business, Radio on Demand.